I know you want to be successful and rich. This is a common theme I'm saying among all people. I'm not saying it's bad to want to be rich or successful. I'm just saying you need to find the right reasons. But before we get into all that, I have a question for you. It is not a hook, it is a straight question. If you're mature enough to understand and you're mature enough to answer it to yourself or in the comments. If you are someone who is wanting to be held accountable, do it. Because I say things, and if people hold me accountable for it, good, because that also shows that I have the responsibility to prove my own ideals. Anyway, the question is simple. The question is, do you know where you are headed in the next 5 years, and do you know why you are headed there? Because everyone sort of says, yeah, I want to be rich, I want to be wealthy, I want to be whatever. But do you know why you want to do it? That also is a primary thing which you'll need to answer. Now, before you answer this question, I quickly want to tell you what sort of caused this epiphany in my head. I was at King's College, Cambridge yesterday. I was talking to this girl there, and she was talking about why it is so hard to study here. And the one thing she said was, everyone has an X factor about them which is scary. So the thing is, that is sort of something true which I've realized. Whenever you are at university or college, you'll always see that one kid who is different. Like, he thinks he's the best, or she thinks she's the best, and they don't give a shit about your approval. They don't give a shit about anyone's approval for that matter. They just do what they want to do, and as long as they are producing results, they are unique. So I believe I identify as that person in my head, at least. I don't care if people agree or not, because I've always wanted to prove my own ideals, and as long as I produce results, I think that is all that matters to me. Now, I believe I have sort of figured out what my X factor is, but most people I've talked to are almost absolutely clueless. They actually don't know why they want to be rich, wealthy, successful, or if they even actually wanted to be all that 5 years ago, and they just sort of got influenced by this current Instagram culture of, yeah, I want to be a millionaire. So, because I've had conversations with people who I think are like having potential, but the moment I ask them very specific questions, it all starts getting very vague. And that is when I realized, no, you know what, you're lying to me, or you're trying to explain your way out of it so that you don't get caught. I want you guys to focus on only one thing, which is your X factor. Ask yourself what makes you unique, and just figure that out. Don't follow stupid philosophies like Stoicism, Machiavellian thought processes. All of these books are some things which I've constantly consumed for a while now, and I've come to realize none of them make sense for me. I believe these are not ideologies which I have developed, and I don't want to be the guy who's parading ideas which I have just read from some book and pretend that I'm smart. I actually don't think I'm that smart, and that sort of makes it easier. If I was that smart, I'd probably not take the risk of doing anything, because I'd fear judgment or I'd fear failure. But I'm not that smart, so I don't actually care about failure or success. I just want to know if I can win, and if I can, then I'd like to prove it. And if I'm able to inspire people who are ordinary like me to be able to go down that path, then that is what I want to do. So if you want to find the answer to fulfillment and success, the simple thing is, look for something which you have a predisposition towards. For me, it was communication. I actually struggled a lot with it when I was younger, and when I got better at it, I have realized it is my passion too. And YouTube is one such medium which I use to communicate with an audience. But I also do public speaking at Cambridge Toastmasters. A lot of alumni from Cambridge participates there, and I get to compete with some of the best people. Anyway, so the point I'm trying to make is, you need to find your X factor. You need to realize what you are predisposed to. You may be a very good model, you don't even know. The honest problem is, most of you will not even try your hand at so many things that you would realize what your passion is. Now, I'm one to talk because I have done a lot of things. I have tried public speaking. I am going to try so many things which I will show on my my main channel. You guys will see it. But for now, I'm trying pilot training. But I'm also a double master graduate. So yeah, I've done a lot of things, and there are a lot more things. I have 2 YouTube channels also. So yeah, I think I try a lot of things, and that is how I realize what is my passion. And also, it's sort of a proof that even though I'm just an ordinary kid with an ordinary IQ level, I'm able to do all these things when others would probably say, no, why are you trying this? Why aren't you trying to settle down? Anyway, find your X factor, find your community. On this channel, I want to really understand what that million means to different people, and I want to document my journey and my philosophy here, and I want to look back and see if I made it or not by the ideology I had. So that is what I'm doing on this channel. The first 5 episodes I am calling The Awakening because I'm only highlighting aspects which I think people should actually focus on, and I will break down each into different segments. So every 5 episode will be a theme, and then we'll follow that theme till eventually one of us becomes rich or wealthy or successful, whatever you want to define your end goal as. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked the video, if you have not, and subscribe either way, you'll see something interesting someday at least. Take care, bye bye.